YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's Val. Wanted to really quickly get in here and do a quick review slash demo, first impressions, kind of trying it on mini thing for the 3 products from the new Peaches and Cream collection from Too Faced. Today I'm going to be talking about the Sweetie Pie bronzer, which I did do a full review on a couple days ago. I will link that in the down bar for you. I did also the Just Peachy Matte eyeshadow palette that just came out, kind of to get this look here, and of course the Peach Blur powder that also came out last week. If you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts and opinions on my first impressions, kind of how I did this today, go ahead and keep watching. Also give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I've got some awesome content coming your way. Thank you so much. What I'm going to go ahead and do is pull out my Just Peachy Matte palette. This is what the box, the case looks like that it comes shipped in. I do want to very quickly just talk about the packaging on this thing. All the videos that I've seen about it make it look like this really beautiful, and it is, it's very cute kind of package. But I do want to point out that the cover on this specific palette is a little subpar compared to the other products that I ordered from the Peach line. I feel like it looks like it's kind of cheaply made. I really don't know how else to say that. It's just not... It looks more like a child's product than a nicer, high-end, kind of splurge-worthy product. I don't know if that makes any sense. But going in here, I'll just kind of hold this up. This is what's inside. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to give it to you, Too Faced. You did a great job. Whoa, that's really peachy. That's like really in there. So I'm going to prime my eyes with their Shadow Insurance, then I'm going to go in with a really big fluffy brush and just take peach butter, this guy right here, this like shell bone color, tap it off. There's a lot of kickback with that color, FYI, throwing it out there for you. And I'm just going to kind of set that right here. Give it a little bit of a pick-me-up. From what I can see, this color is not extremely pigmented, leaves some traits to be desired. This is honestly, going forward with this palette, this is one of the colors that I would use more than any of the other ones. I feel like I would have, because you use it as a brow bone, you know, kind of highlight, but also as an all over color. And so far, I'm not really blown away with that color. Like, not even remotely. I don't know. Could be brighter. Next thing I'm going to do is take Peach Cobbler right here. No, sorry, Peach Punch. This little bright kind of corally orange color, and dip my brush into it a little bit, kick off the excess, and then put it into the crease line. Just like really kind of fluff it in there. And that is absolutely ridiculously gorgeous. Oh my Lanta. I just smell peaches. Like everywhere I smell peaches. I dig it. And I feel like you could make it brighter or darker, whatever your preference is. I'm probably going to put a little bit more on there because it's not really popping the way that I want it to. I like it, but I'm going to put more on there because I just got to do it. Just got to put more color on there. That's kind of what I'm going for. I like that a lot more already. I'm finding that I feel like it's not really blending as easily as I would like it to. It's just not. I'm going to take Peach Sangria, which is this bright purpley kind of... That's purple, I think. It's like a wine color, which... Sangria. Hello. So Sangria is going to go right on the center. It's got a lot of fallout. This is definitely different for me. This is a different kind of look for me, but I think I like it. I feel like this would look good with somebody with like a light green eye color or a light blue. That's really something. So now I'm going to take a pencil brush. The one I'm using is BH Cosmetics number 132. And then I'm going to put a little bit of that Peach Punch, that light coral color, to the bottom. All the way down. And then I'm going to follow it down around the corner here and then smoke it out underneath just for a second. Just to give a little bit of depth there. I prefer a creamy kind of pencil liner for something like this for tight lining. You want to take a really dark black and tight line underneath. Just to add a bit of depth and not make you look like a zombie, you know what I mean? So then we want to take Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and you want to do quite a few coats of this. That's definitely a huge improvement with the mascara and the liner, I think. Really kind of finishes the look in the end. That's it for the Just Peachy Matches. God. That's it for the Just Peachy Mattes palette. That's all I'm going to be doing today with these. I will give you guys an updated review on what I think about these a little bit later. Sweetie Pie Bronzer from Too Faced, really cute. If you guys want to see my thoughts and impressions on this bronzer, go ahead and look in the down bar. I'll have the link below so you can follow that later. Kind of swirl it around a little, tap it off, and then follow the high points of my cheeks with this. Very much like this bronzer. I find it to be more of like a hybrid bronzer and blush than just a bronzer. It does add color to the cheeks. Very much like that. I love that so much. For the first time ever, I'm going to be using the Peach Blur finishing powder. Peach Blur, this is the cover of it. This is the front packaging. And inside, we have a very beautiful imprint of the Too Faced Peach, and then kind of like a Instagram filtered kind of thing happening. It's really great. I'm curious to see how this works out, and I'm not completely convinced with this product, but I'm going to go ahead and dip it in here and see what happens. Now, finishing powder versus setting powder, this is not something that you would want to use in place of a setting powder for like your under eye area or your T-zone or anything like that. This is more of the filter you put on your face in an Instagram post. It's not, you wouldn't want to set your foundation with this. It is kind of giving my skin a confused kind of effect. In other words, I think it's drawing attention in places that it should be, and it's kind of erasing the areas that it shouldn't be. So it does a little bit of color correction, it does a little bit of fine lines and wrinkles or whatever, but I specifically suffer from large pores, and this isn't doing a whole lot to get rid of that, which I was hoping that it might, but I didn't have high hopes because there are only certain products that I've ever used that actually accomplish that for me, and this powders typically end up not being one of them. So I'm okay with this product. I don't know that I would recommend it for the price point. I think at $30, you could probably get away with using something like the Glow All Out Luminizing Powder from Soap & Glory. It's kind of similar in the color. I'll do a side by, actually it's almost identical, let's be real here. Oh my gosh. So I'll do Too Faced up here and Soap & Glory down here. They're almost identical. Like, real talk. This is a very awkward way to hold my hand though. But for the sake of this video specifically, again, I don't know that I would push the purchase of this product. I think you could live without it. To me, it's not a life-changing product. To some other people, it might be. Last stop, lipstick. Say that 10 times fast. I'm using the NYX Lip Liner in Natural. For this specific thing, I'm going to be using Latte by Bite Beauty. My little dog is running around. So this is my completed look in my demo. Overall, I do think that I only got 3 of the items. I got the palette, the blurring powder, and the Sweetie Pie bronzer. And out of all 3 of them, I would definitely recommend the palette, even though there is a substantial amount of fallout. And all the colors that I used, I only used 3 of them, so I don't know, that's like already 25% of the colors in the palette, if you want to do quick math. So I do like the colors a lot. I think it's going to give me a lot of room to play around with colors I don't typically gravitate towards. So I'm really excited about that. The Sweetie Pie bronzer, as you can see, is absolutely flawless on the skin. I think it would match a variety of skin tones. And again, for whatever it's worth with the Peach Blur blurring powder, I don't really know how I feel about that yet. I might need to use it a few more times to kind of get in the feel of it and see really where I stand with it, but as far as it goes right now, I think I found a dupe. So I'll let you know more about that later. So I hope you guys enjoyed this demo / review, first impressions, kind of hybrid video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do look forward to seeing you on the flip side, and I hope you guys all have a fabulous week and Labor Day weekend. Thank you so much.